Hey guys, welcome to Learning Plan 4. Excuse me. Let's get started. So, the LP4 overview is during this learning plan, we're going to improve our understanding about the effectiveness delivering strategy. We're going to explore the results of each decision round from your company's administrative menu, review the BSG reports like you always do. You'll see 2 report options. Additional insight can be gained from researching topics via the NAU online library related to management systems innovations, and from Chapter 7 about tactics and optimizing results. And guys, all this is on your classroom. So your learning activities this time is you want to review the video, the footwear industry report. You want to read Chapter 7 in Factory Physics for Managers, complete the assessment for the reading in Factory Physics for Managers. You're going to review response time stratagems on page 254 of Factory Physics, outline how a time strategy can be innovative and different from your existing practice. You're going to participate in discussion 4, benchmarks and innovation. You're going to work on strategy and decisions for the years identified in the class schedule. You're going to complete the LP4 quiz, and you're going to view the LP4 seminar and complete the assessment, which is what you're doing now. On the discussion, guys, I want to reiterate, please look at the rubric on your requirements for attendance. And I also want to tell you guys that I can extend the deadline on discussions because that is your attendance. So if you're falling behind in some of your other work, I need you to go ahead and make sure that you do the discussions on time and then pick up your assignments later on. But discussions have to be done within the learning plan. So LP4 assignment 1, of course, is your bottlenecks and strategy. You're going to do a 750-word research paper. Make sure you have 750 words, guys, because I do take points if it's short, because if it's short, 750 words is not really a lot. So if it's short, you're going to be missing some crucial points. So you want to make sure you discuss bottlenecks. Show an example of bottlenecks encountered in your BSG company so far. You're going to illustrate how a bottleneck has impacted your company's strategy. You need to provide at least one example, provide one illustration, which is a chart or table or graph, representing process or data, change results, and how overcoming bottlenecks contributes to delivering on strategy. Make sure you guys hit each and every one of these points. And it's always helpful, especially when I'm grading, if you kind of put a heading at your paragraphs. Kind of break it up. If you just do one big, long 750 words, it's easier for me to miss if you've actually hit on a point and I've just lost it because it's almost like a run-on sentence. So format your paper according to NAU standards and APA. You need to include 2 or more scholarly resources, and then you're going to submit the assignment to Dropbox 4. So for your LP2 assignment, think you know it, show it. Remember me asking you guys to send me an email and tell me what your field of study is and your concentration is. That's what this is. And keep in mind, most of you have done that. The details that you'll need to know as far as length, format, rubric are all included in the instructions. You're going to complete this assignment to the LP4 assignment Dropbox. So, a bottleneck. What's the meaning of a bottleneck? It's a point of congestion in a production system that occurs when workloads arrive too quickly for the production process to handle. The inefficiencies brought about by bottlenecks often create delays and higher production costs. So I am sure you guys have probably been able to identify some bottlenecks within your BSG company. And of course, this was retrieved from the bottleneck actual definition from Investopedia. So, bottlenecks and strategy. Efficient operations within your small business contribute to bottom line results. Anything that impedes the flow of work threatens your profitability. So, identifying and minimizing bottlenecks is key to your best interest. Bottlenecks are usually very obvious. Work input piles up ahead of the bottleneck, and workers in later stages stand idle or work under capacity. And this was retrieved from smallbusinesscron.com. So how do you fix bottlenecks? Well, first, you must identify the problem. Before you can fix it, you got to figure out where it begins. Bottlenecks can result from a cumulative effect or entirety from one station. If it's cumulative, several stations are producing slightly more than the following station can keep up with, leaving a small overflow at each station until a station is totally overwhelmed. Your bottleneck is easier to fix if only one station is producing more than the next. In this case, you will not have to revamp your entire operation. The 5 whys. When you talk about your workers, talk with your workers and supervisors to determine the reason for the bottlenecks. Use the 5 whys technique. Start at the bottleneck and ask why production is slowing down at this point. The answer to this will probably be too much products coming down the line, or that the workers or machines at this station are not working at optimal levels. Then the question is why they are not working at optimal levels. Perhaps machinery is broken, or you need more workers at this station. If the cause of the bottleneck is in another station, work backwards up the line, asking why at each station until you find the source of the bottleneck. So how do you fix them? Well, once you've identified the reasons for the bottleneck, you must determine the best course of action to open up the bottleneck and increase your production. You might need to move some employees to stations that is not able to keep up, or hire new employees for that station. Hiring more employees can require the purchase of new machinery. If the bottleneck occurs due to employees having to change settings on machinery to accommodate another product, consider ways to minimize downtime, such as changing your production schedule to decrease the number of changeovers and lessen their impact. Cross-training your employees can reduce bottlenecks also, with little or no extra expense. By training employees in more than one job, workers can float from one station to the next and alleviate bottlenecks before they begin. So, considerations. Bottleneck costs you money in several ways. When employees are unable to work because of a bottleneck, they cost you money and lost productivity. If you are unable to fill an order because of a bottleneck, dissatisfied customers might look for other manufacturers. Training your supervisors to recognize bottlenecks in their early stages is imperative for you to be able to take early action and fix the bottleneck before it affects your bottom line. And this was retrieved from smallbusinesscron.com. I thought these were great points. Anyway, so to wrap it up, for the seminar, I'm just going to make it really simple this time, guys. Discuss bottlenecks and its impact on your company. Discuss how you will handle the issues. Make it short, sweet. It's very similar to your LP4 assignment, so you can kind of build off of that. Now, make sure you don't copy it from that, because your Turnitin similarity score will be too high. And guys, make sure your similarity score is 20% or less. Please email your course of study if you haven't already. Please submit assignments on time if you're able to. And if you're not, you need to let me know, and make sure you keep up with current assignments. And guys, again, see the schedule and grading policy. I cannot extend discussion deadlines. Anyway, you guys are doing great. Hang in there and keep up the good work.